All right, students and parents, we just wanted to make a quick video here to show you all. There's a little bit of confusion on Wednesday, but I want to answer a few questions and what we're going to be talking about here. So here are the questions. How do I know when my Zoom meeting is? Where are the links? How do I get into the Zoom meeting? How should I behave or act during the meeting? And I also want to show you some of the features in Zoom that will help you get along a little bit better. So for the first question, how do I know when my Zoom meeting is? Your students need to log into the Canvas, and the teachers will have their schedule on the home page of when the Zoom meetings are. And your students are going to follow their schedules as if they were in school. So as you see, this is my home page here. This is what my students will see. So if I have a student and leader in me, they'll simply go here and click on this, and that will take them into the Zoom meeting. Of course, we're not having one right now, so I'm going to close that. Just that puts them into a waiting room. The teacher will approve it. They get into the Zoom meeting. That's where one of the links are. You also might receive an email that looks somewhat like this, and it'll have a link in it and with a message from the teacher or whatever with specifics on that. This is for my lunch period class. But mainly, you should be able to access everything through Canvas and parents as well through the email. And that's how you get in. How should I behave? Listen, you have to mute your mics when you come in. You've got 20 mics coming in with everybody has their sound on, and it causes a huge amount of feedback. And so make sure, this is one of the most important things, mute your mic until you hear your instructor say, turn your mic on so that I can speak to you. And generally, that'll be one student at a time. Okay, so that's the main thing about behavior on there is muting your mics. That way there's not a jumble of sound coming through. That's the most important thing, so you can hear your instructor speaking. You can use the chat feature. And I'm going to open my Zoom up here. I just have a single meeting by myself. When you go up to the top of your screen, especially if I'm sharing a screen, and I'll go back to this page and I'll share this with you all. There, your instructors will be doing this quite a bit, and you'll see me or your instructor in the corner. They might ask you, so when you go up here to the top, you get all these cool tools. Annotate. That's one of the main things that your teachers will be using. You can text. If they ask you to, say hello, and that will be on the screen for everybody to see. You can clear that. They might ask you to put a stamp on something like a heart. This is how we can communicate, and that you're seeing the same document. They may ask you to work with a document or answer a question. Clear that off. So those are some of the tools. Going back to this, I'll stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing. You should have a feature down here, but since I'm the host, I don't have, or there's nobody in here that says, raise your hand, and it puts a hand up beside your name where the teacher or instructor can see it. If you have a question, that's how we want you to do it. Don't unmute your mic and interrupt somebody speaking or your instructor or a video that might be playing. Make sure you raise your hand. That way they can tell you have a question, and it's done in an orderly fashion, and we can get through this the best way possible. So that should answer all of the questions that you might have. Again, this is the links that you get into the meetings. All of your teachers will have this on their home page, and there should be emails sent out to you. If you have any more questions, email your teachers or call the school. They'll buzz you down here to our rooms, and we'll talk about it to make sure that we have a clear picture of what's going to happen on Friday, because we're definitely going to be doing this for the next 2 weeks, so we need to get settled in. And if you have any questions, just email us, and we'll be right there for you.